You are listening to Viewpoints from PlaceCloud. Cultural researchers tell stories of places from around the world. For the full multimedia experience and to support the creators you enjoy, visit placecloud.io.
Keeling House, completed in 1959, built by Bethnal Green Metropolitan Borough Council and designed by star architect Denys Lasdun, was the first tower block to be statutorily listed back in 1993. It's a striking design, standing clean and proud amongst the surrounding red brick terraces. It's unashamedly brutalist, constructed of reinforced concrete with precast cladding units of Portland stone finish. Lasdun, best known for designing the National Theatre, completed in 1976, was first commissioned by Bethnal Green to redevelop a bomb site off Usk Street, about half a mile to the southeast. Sulkin House, which emerged, was a cluster block comprising a central freestanding tower containing lifts and services, with, in this case, two separate 8-storey towers containing accommodation clustered around it. In Lasdun's words, the disposition of the plan is such as to eliminate the necessity of escape stairs and also isolates the noise of public stairs, lifts, and refuse disposal from the dwellings. This innovative and ingenious design also broke up the massed, repetitive appearance that some criticised for more typical point or slab blocks. And it allowed more light and air into the building whilst, at the same time, providing greater privacy and quiet to housing areas. Before designing Keeling House, Lasdun spoke to local residents. Quote, "These were people who came from little terraced houses or something with backyards. I used to lunch with them and try and understand a bit more about what mattered to them, and they were proud people. They kept pigeons and rabbits in their backyard and hung their washing there. And as a result of these contacts, I didn't have flats. I said, no, they must have maisonettes, 2 up and 2 down, whatever it was, because this would give them the sense of home." End quote. Keeling House was a cluster block writ large, 16 stories high, 4 blocks around the central service core containing 64 homes in all, 56 2-storey maisonettes, and on the 5th floor, and deliberately visible in the building's profile, 8 single-storey studio flats. The 800 square feet maisonettes comprised a lower floor with spacious living room and kitchen, plus a hall, pram store and box store. The upper floors comprised 2 double bedrooms, a bathroom, and another larger box store. The service areas of each floor were common: a place to dry clothes, before the era of tumble dryers, and meet and chat. Balconies, each serving only 2 flats, faced each other, but did so obliquely, a delicate balance of neighbourliness and seclusion. 3/4 of the tenants could reach their front door without passing another. The housing blocks were angled to provide shelter to each other. Each home was angled to receive sunlight at some point during the day. All of them had a private balcony. The new homes were far superior to those from which most had moved, and were popular. As one resident recalled, "It was so peaceful, beautiful at night, and you didn't have to draw your curtains. There was a very good atmosphere, and we had lovely neighbours. A Jewish lady used to make us lokshen soup and latkes." Not everything worked. The drying areas were too windy and didn't encourage the neighbourly conversation that Lasdun hoped for. In the 1970s, the tower, freely accessible to all before the era of entry phones, suffered from the antisocial behaviour common to many estates at the time. More significantly, damp was reported, cracks were appearing, and some of the concrete cladding began to crumble. In October 1991, a dangerous structure notice was served on the block, and Tower Hamlets Council estimated a £4 million repair bill to put things right. The council was willing to sell it for £1, but no social housing provider was willing to take it on without a guarantee of funding. Keeling House's nadir came in October 1993, when Tower Hamlets voted to demolish the building. Its unlikely saviour was Heritage Secretary Peter Brook, who listed it Grade II and described it, rightly, as an architecturally outstanding example of 1950s public housing. Private developers Lincoln Holdings bought it for £1.3 million and implemented a £4 million refurbishment scheme, masterminded by the architectural firm Munkenbach and Marshall. Spalling concrete was given a new protective coating, the flats were modernised internally, and a new entrance foyer with concierge and landscaping were built at the front of the building. A luxury penthouse replaced a now disused water tower at the top of the tower. I was lucky enough to be given a brief guided tour by the concierge. He told me that almost half the flats are now occupied by architects. 2-bed flats are currently on sale for around £500,000. That's a loss to much needed social housing, but the building remains at least. A tribute to the ambition of Bethnal Green Metropolitan Borough Council and the humane vision of Denys Lasdun.